Tonight, the unmasking of America embraced with both celebration
Woo! I'm super excited about that.
and hesitation.
I definitely agree it's too soon.
States from New York to California, which implement their own COVID rules and regulations, are now reviewing, not yet enacting, the new CDC guidance. But states like Kansas are, even as they deal with variants and a cluster of new cases, including at nursing homes.
I was very surprised that it came this quickly. It makes it very difficult for the individual to know exactly what to do in terms of their safety.
Often a flashpoint for controversy and a symbol for divisiveness during the pandemic, the patchwork of mask reversals may be as confusing and conflicting as the orders that first put them into place. In Minnesota, the governor signing an executive order to end mask requirements. But mayors in the state's biggest cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul, say mandates stay in place for now.
What we've done is we've empowered the American people to make their own decisions about their own health.
The CDC said their watershed decision that the fully vaccinated can go maskless in nearly all settings came after national COVID cases fell and vaccinations rose. Still today, a steady list of national retailers, from pharmacies to department stores, say masks will be required. But Trader Joe's and Walmart announcing they will no longer be needed for the vaccinated if cleared by local authorities.
These guidelines will cause more confusion because if you're a business owner, what do? How do you expect to prove that people are vaccinated?
Tonight, the end of masks, not yet here, but our nation is facing a future without them.
Miguel, this brings up a lot of questions about the future of the workplace.
It certainly does, Lester. Like most major businesses, many offices are now requiring masks still be worn inside, but that guidance could soon change. And for some employers, it could speed up the timetable for the return to work, but that will, of course, vary.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.